Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel Biodiversity and Conservation. I am Subhalakshmi Rao from Ambya Prasad Research Foundation, India, and today we are going to talk about solid waste collection. So it is a part of our UGS NET examination syllabus for environmental science subject. So let's start. So first of all, if you're going to collect waste materials, then we will require containers that we can use to stuff the waste materials and move from one place to another. So based on that, we have two types of containers, that is hauled and stationary containers. So the stationary containers are those which are used um, to dump waste which can be transferred to the collection vehicles at the site of storage. Like uh, like we can see uh, big um, containers near the um, landfills, or um, that can be found near every collection site for storage only, and a big vehicle will come and dump all that material, waste material into the truck and leave the container there only. And next one is hauled containers, which is used for the contents to be directly transferred to a processing plant. Means they will take the uh, container um, along with the waste material from the storage point to the disposal site, and there they will empty the containers and then return it back to the storage site. So these are mainly two types of containers, and we can design any waste collection system on the basis of its requirement. Means why it is required, what type of use it will have, and how much amount of waste it will carry, and also seeing the location, if a big container can be placed in the locality or not. So all these things are taken into consideration to see that what type of container is used for waste collection. So smaller containers are used in our households that can be handled manually, and larger and heavier ones are seen in the, like, the locality dumping store or container that require mechanical handling. Means we will require the trucks to carry all the waste. So next is, if you are going to use containers, then big containers, we have to also think about vehicles that can transfer the waste to the disposal site. So um, the collection vehicle that is used for this purpose have to be appropriate, and that depends on some factors like what type of waste it's collecting, what is the density of the waste, and how it can travel. Means it can go through a rugged path or not, and the terrain, what type of terrain it's traveling, all those things, and also the strength and capability of the crew also depends on this, because if the crew is not capable of driving such a big vehicle, then we cannot use big vehicles for collection. So collection vehicle may be a simple small uh, vehicle, like two-wheeled cart, or large complex energy using compacted truck. So we will go through one by one. First one is small scale collection and muscle powered vehicles. So these are actually common. We can see this type of vehicles in many areas in our urban and rural areas also. They are actually small rickshaw type vehicles or carts that are um, pulled by people, or previously it was pulled by donkey or horse. And it's actually easier to build also, and it can go through small gullies of any city, town, or rural area, and it can pass through any narrow lanes actually. But one drawback in this type of vehicle is that it can cover a limited range only, because manpower or any animal power, if you can see, they cannot travel such a big distance. And also in rainy season, those things, it's not feasible, because in rainy season, how one can go home to home to collect waste. So this is the muscle powered vehicles. Simple donkeys here, pulling one. These are man powered. Now next is non-compacted trucks. So these trucks are used for waste collection, and it's very efficient and cost effective also. And it has a capacity of 10 to 12 meter cube, and it can collect the waste within an area of 15-kilometer distance. And uh, here, just one thing is there, that the labor cost is high here, because in the non-compacted trucks, labor or the people have to take the waste from house and dump it in that truck. So it's a little bit higher here, labor cost. And next is the controlling and operating cost, also is a factor that um, says whether we can use this type of trucks or not for waste collection. So these are non-compacted trucks. We can see this trucks in our localities collecting our waste. Now, compacted truck, it's a heavy sized vehicle, and it's similar to compacted truck, but has um, different working mechanism. It it does not allow the people to carry the waste to the truck. It directly dumps the waste from the dustbins or containers directly into the truck. And here the contamination and health risk is very much minimized. And uh, the waste is actually set in the container so that it can be easily picked up. And the containers are uniform, because it's made up of uh, by keeping the size of the collection, the compacted truck in account. Like this one is the compactor truck I was talking about, and here you can see that the container is directly lifted by the truck, and the waste is thrown into the backside of the truck using these pulleys. Now, there are some factors that affects the waste collection, like finalizing and implementing the system management plan. Like for proper collection and transfer, we have to have a clear management plan. So uh, all the workers that are working in this department have to have a clear understanding about the department's mission and their roles. So training and reinforcement is to be done, so that the workers are encouraged to provide good service to the customers and the people. And feedback mechanisms also should be there, so that if anyone is doing wrong, then the people can give their opinions, and from that they can see that okay, it's not good, it's good, then we can do this. And using those information, they can um, create a management plan, so that waste collection is done in a proper way. Next is purchasing and managing equipment. Like equipment plays a very important role in waste collection. Simple a simple bicycle or rickshaws for collection of garbage is uh, can be used up to some point. Like in the narrow lanes they can go, but they cannot cover such a big amount of area in such a small amount of time. So we have to manage and purchase vehicles so that we can um, maintain the labor cost, as well as take into account the health status of every individual that who are um, present in this waste collection um, step. So next is hiring and training personnel. So it's also a very important factor for solid waste collection. Like if we have a large amount of manpower for collection of waste, then the waste collection can be done very easily and smoothly. And uh, more emphasis or more incentives has to be given to the employees so that they can do their work properly. Now, next is providing public information. Most of the time, waste collection is not done properly because the public is not particularly aware, or I can say they don't have the correct amount of information so that they can do proper waste management. Like people, when they know that yes, dengue is prevailing because of dumping waste in the nearby areas, then only they will stop dumping those. And after the information, also those who don't do that, then it's different matter. But uh, people are to be made aware that many diseases, many things are uh, going on in our surroundings, health risk because of waste dumping in the nearby areas. Then only they will cooperate with the waste collection workers and throw the waste or garbage in the waste collection bins, or directly to the compacted trucks. So the methods that we can use to make them aware are like uh, using brochures, articles, or in newspaper articles, or announcements, or advertisements on radio and television that can be done to give information about what are the benefits and disadvantages of throwing waste here and there, or using uh, garbage bins as specified. Now, next is monitoring system cost and performance. So, for the collection of waste and their transfer, it requires a specific amount of time and money. So, the collection workers and the vehicles, the number of loads that is hauled, all these things require money. So we have to monitor the cost here so that the work can be done smoothly and also being cost effective. So this is all from me today. Thank you for listening to me.